Hey guys, it is day 2 with chicken eggs. And, well, it's been an interesting day so far. I woke up to some crazy mail in one of our, I don't know, public forums, but they're not forums anymore, so it's just Facebook groups of our community saying that somebody's dog had gotten out a couple blocks from our house yesterday. Two dogs, actually. And they got out and they were cruising around the neighborhood, and I guess that they ended up in somebody's yard that had chickens and turkeys, and they killed all of their chickens and turkeys. And it's been a lot of controversy today on that group for where I live, asking whether people think that, like, what do you think that the actions should be? Because the owners of the dogs didn't seem to want to be taking responsibility at first, and there's like not a lot of I don't know. There's not a lot of justice for farm animals like that. We live in a pretty good farming community, and farm animals get killed all of the time, and it is what it is, and that's understandable, but at the same time, this is like irresponsible dog ownership, and they were basically trying to tell the community that it was nobody's business besides the person that the chickens got like murdered that had the chickens, and then the people that had the dogs, which I thought was kind of weird because I think that that's kind of public business, especially since neighborhoods here are pretty small, and I know a lot of people in my neighborhood have chickens, and so we want to know if we have really aggressive dogs that are easily getting out of their houses and coming around and getting into people's yards. I have a pretty big German Shepherd and a little corgi who's not worth very much, but so, we don't get a lot of other animals in our yard. Our German Shepherd pretty much keeps a lot of things away, so that'll be good for future as long as she isn't the one that decides that she wants to eat the chickens, because I've been kind of reading up on training your dogs and how to introduce them to chickens because she's never been around them. She's not very old, but I heard at any age, as long as you work with them, it's okay. But it was just kind of concerning. So I was thinking, I kind of, I was like, got in on it, got in on the action, because sometimes you just want to make a Facebook comment, you're bored or you feel passionate about it, so you have to put in your 2 cents. Like, that's just the way I am. I kind of have a big mouth, and I always like to put in my 2 cents. So I was just like, I'm pretty sure that it would have been fair for the people to shoot the dogs that were on their property, and at least the people that have the dogs should pay to replace the chickens or whatever damages. I'm sure, and I'm sure that the city's gonna make them, because they probably got ticketed for their dogs being out and about. And I don't even know if they're gonna get their dogs back or what happened to them at this point. I'm sure that there might be some updates somewhere in the future, but hashtag, it's just small town neighborhood problems. Everybody's talking about it right now. It's the hot new gossip. Um, but I was just gonna show you the eggs today. It's day number 2 of this round of eggs. Like I have keep repeating, I'm gonna get a incubator in the mail on Monday, so they'll be transferred into there. And then we're also gonna get 2 ducks and a handful of little chickens from my backyard chicken next week, and also some eggs. And then I think that I ordered a couple more from Murray McMurray that'll probably be here. I don't know. I can't remember the dates on it, but within the next 2 weeks, I think they said that they were going to be available. So we're just going to go through different progressions of where I'm at in Sarah's backyard adventure time. I'm going to turn my camera around really quick because I'm going to show you guys the other exciting thing happening in my life, because I also own a plant store. So I have a pink princess philodendron that is opening up a new leaf right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to give you guys a little peek at that as well. Everybody that likes chickens likes houseplants, right? They kind of go hand in hand together. I think that we're all kind of all in the same grouping. I don't know. I know I look different today because I got all dressed up to go to work today because tomorrow's Mother's Day, and I'm trying to sell some plants and check people in. There's a lot of stuff going on in our touristy town today, so let me turn this camera around and I'll show you guys. So, here's my princess. She's pretty. I always told myself I would never get one of these because I always thought the hype around them was ridiculous because they're expensive, and I'm more in the I want to sell plants that people can afford, but this is kind of like a little splurge for my behalf, maybe a late Christmas present to myself, but this one, it's looks like it's gonna be pretty pink at first, but they are really light when they unfurl, and then they turn like this darker green eventually with the baby pink in it. So they look really crazy right when they first come out. My camera's trying to focus on this. There we go. It looks like a little windsill right now, so maybe I'll throw in updates of that little leaf as we throw in updates of the chicken eggs. And you can see I have like a little garden right here next to my window, and we're just in my bedroom upstairs because I live in a duplex, so it's just us and we have one more neighbor, and we had to get our landlord's approval and everything to have the chickens, and he's pretty cool about it. And I mean, I work for his brother, so they're generally pretty good. I finally got this up to temperature. I got the humidity going. My humidity in my actual room is around 55% right now, but since it's so hot in this box, the humidity's kind of down, which worries me a little bit. But I put water in this feeder to kind of help boost the humidity levels in here, or at least try to a little bit. But so far so good. So on the update with the one that's hatched, or the one that came cracked, sorry, I try not to touch them too much, but if we get a little bit closer, you can see that that's the one that had the crack in it. So I read that you could put a little layer of candle wax or a little layer of Elmer's glue around it, and that would help make sure that like nothing infectious is going to leak out and hurt the other eggs, and it could help seal all the cracks a little bit. But so I mean, it's my first time, so I just didn't want to give up right away, so we kind of tried to doctor it up, and I put a little coating of wax on one side and left the other side that didn't have any damage on it clean of it, so at least it'd have some ventilation, because you know, eggs are super porous. That's the one thing that we all learn about when we're trying to learn about all of this stuff. But so far so good. Everything's been going well. I woke up every 3 hours and rotated them last night, and I've been doing that into this day. I'll probably ease up on that. Well, actually, I'll probably keep doing it until the incubator gets here, because the incubator has the automatic rotator on it, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we can put our ducklings in here when they come next week, so the eggs will have their own new home, and then the ducks will have their little home. But I'm getting ready to go to both of my jobs right now, but I thought I would just do a little day 2 video. And we're getting there. These are some more of my plants. This is one of my favorite ones, the Albo Syngonium. And then I just have like this little humidifier, have it cranked up pretty high, and then I have these thermometers in here, so in different corners, and then I have another thermometer that's right here that's kind of keeping track of a bunch of stuff too. So a lot going on. And if you notice that I don't have any music to begin my videos, I don't have any editing done yet. Like, this is all very new to me. Why not? Why not follow the journey of somebody that's really, really, really new at chickens and eggs, and just trying to I've lived in my town for about 10 years, and I haven't really embraced the small town vibe yet with people and their backyard chickens, so I figured, you know, why not join them? It could be fun, it could be a disaster, you know, we will all find out. But Sarah's backyard chicken adventures, chicken and plants, it's going to be my forte, so keep you guys in tune. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you.